Eyes tonight. I'm your ears or your eyes or whatever, you know. I just love. We've got the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy boys basketball team, and they're playing host to the Detroit Lakes Lakers. We're at Fergus Falls Community College. We'll start off with the starting lineup for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Starting off at one guard, junior, 5'10", Ryan Mankey. Number 5, Ben Foltz. He's a 6'1" junior guard. He'll be starting for the Lakers. Ben Kvitt. He's number 24. He's 5'11". He's a senior, and he's a guard. Chris Perry's another senior, 6'5" forward. And Jim Shivers, 6'7" junior center. That's the starting lineup for Detroit Lakes. Now the starting lineup for the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comets, as you can see as they're coming out. John Kildee, Ryan Garvin, Dan Scheid, Nick Hansen, and Daniel Berge. The last time these two teams met up in the Detroit Lakes, the score was 61-44 in favor of Detroit Lakes, so Hillcrest hopes the home court does them as well as it did for Detroit Lakes when they were up there. Detroit Lakes lost to Fergus Falls on Tuesday, 56-48, and last night they beat Crookston on the last second shot, 46-44. Now the players are out at the center circle, shaking hands, and we're ready for tip-off. Berge will match up against Shivers. And the opening tap is won by Detroit Lakes. Mankey with the basketball. Guarded by John Kildee. Now Kvitt tries to pass it out to Mankey. And as the ball went out there, Kildee fouled him. That's the first foul of the game. 7:47 left in the first quarter. Not too much time has passed so far. Lakers inbound the ball. Chris Perry passes it inside, gets it back, baseline jumper, partially blocked by Hansen, and now picked up by the Comets. They're on the run. Ryan Garvin running the offense. Scheid inside to Hansen. Hansen gets it blocked by Shivers, but Scheid gets it back. Now Hansen makes a move, duck under, gets it partially blocked again. Scheid with the rebound. Scheid back out on top to Garvin. Now Garvin drives baseline, tries to go up, tosses something up. Doesn't get anything, and now there's a foul called underneath. Looks like it's going to be against Hansen. Nick Hansen with his first foul, second team foul on Hillcrest. And Jim Shivers already has 2 blocked shots on the inside, the 6'7" junior. A lot of juniors on this Detroit Lakes squad. They have 9 juniors, 2 seniors, and 1 sophomore. So a very big junior-laden team from Detroit Lakes. Mankey on top, Ben Foltz. Drives baseline, shoots a high rainbow jumper, missed. Daniel Berge comes up with the rebound. Now Kildee at the point, drives into the lane, goes up for the shot, falls short, but he was fouled. And they're saying that that was on the ground, so that even if the shot had gone, it wouldn't have counted. The foul is on Ryan Mankey. Scheid in the key. The first points of the game at 6:23 in the first quarter. Dan Scheid with the jumper from just behind the free throw line. Detroit Lakes gets it across the half-court line. Now Mankey into the corner. The shot goes, but it falls short. Rebound, Ben Kvitt. Mankey now to Kvitt, now to Shivers. Shivers in the corner, tries to drive baseline. Pass it on top to Mankey. Mankey back inside, and that shot goes. Chris Perry with the basket. It's 2-2. Now Berge takes the baseline jumper, it falls short. Rebound Foltz, and he's on the run. 1-on-3. and he pulls it back and gives it to the point guard, Mankey. Mankey's just standing there with the basketball, not getting a 5-second count, though. Pulls the double team, Kildee and Garvin. Into the corner, now Shivers at the free throw line. Takes the jumper, it's good. 6'7" center. He's averaging about 20 points a game. That's his first two. Garvin back at the point. Drives baseline, spins, and it's knocked out of bounds off of a Detroit Lakes player. Chris Perry, I believe it knocked off of. So Hillcrest will inbound the basketball from underneath the hoop. Van Scheid there. Gets it to Kildee. Kildee to Garvin. Now Garvin drives to the lane, takes the jumper off balance, and it goes. Ryan Garvin with his first two. Detroit Lakes breaking the press. Perry now double teamed out to Mankey. Knocked out of bounds by Dan Scheid. Substitution for the Lakers. Shivers is going to sit down, and Matt Gordon will come into the ball game for the Lakers. Hillcrest now in a sagging zone, 2-3 zone. Fultz with the jumper from three-point land atop the key. 7-4, Detroit Lakes. John Kildee. Detroit Lakes is also in the 2-3 zone. Kildee drives baseline, goes up, misses the shot, but he's fouled as he went up. And he will go to the line. Mankey, I believe, is the culprit on that foul. Yes, he is. That's his second foul. And Kildee's first shot is good. Nate Olander comes in for Mankey. Mankey's in a bit of foul trouble with 4:23 left in the first quarter. He's already got two. Shivers comes back into the ball game as well. Nate Olander, he's a junior. He's 5'8". He's in at the guard position. Kildee. And that shot bounces around on the rim, but it eventually falls through. It's 7-6. Olander stops with the basketball, gets it outside, and now inside to Shivers. And he makes an inside the lane pass, a nice pass to Matt Gordon, and Gordon scores the bunny shot. Now Kildee takes a quick three-point basket right as he receives the basketball, and it goes, and the game is tied. Now Fultz with a long bomb. That's his second three-point basket in just the last 2 minutes. Kildee to Garvin. Garvin takes a long three-point shot, falls off the front of the rim, rebounded Hansen, and he was fouled as he came down with the basketball. The foul is on Matt Gordon. That's his first. Chris Perry checking in for Detroit Lakes. Hillcrest has a few people coming in too. Jesse Arbuckle, Donovan Rogness. Nick Schmidt's also checking into the game. And the second shot is good. It's a one-point ball game. Arbuckle on top, guarding Olander. Man-on-man defense now for Hillcrest. Shivers gets the basketball at the top of the key. Berge knocks it away, but Gordon comes up with it. Now Olander. On top to Gordon. Gordon driving. Passes across to the elbow. Shivers misses everything, but the rebound comes to Chris Perry, and he puts up the 2-foot layup. Now Arbuckle running the offense for the Hillcrest Comets out to Rogness. 2-3 zone from Detroit Lakes. Rogness inside to Berge. Berge gets it knocked away, and it's stolen away. Foltz ends up with it. 2:30 left in the first quarter. It's 14-11. Garvin, Kildee, and Scheid are all set to check back into the ballgame for the Comets. Now Foltz drives, takes the jumper, misses. Rebound, Berge. Jesse Arbuckle now on the run for the Comets. Rogness to Schmidt. Now Rogness again, and Arbuckle. Inside the lane, Hansen takes the jumper, it's missed, and Shivers picks it up. Didn't even have to jump for that one. Foltz with the basketball for the Lakers.
Oh, man.
Now Shivers passes it out to Gordon, and Gordon scores the jumper. 16-11. It's a 5-point ball game now for Detroit Lakes. Arbuckle. And Greg Preston is calling for a timeout, wants to talk it over. Also wants to get his guys that were checking in into the ball game. Just a 20-second timeout. Kildee, Garvin, and Scheid all sat down for a couple of minutes. And they're back in the ball game. Doug Rogness is also going to check into the game. So it'll be Nick Schmidt, Doug Rogness, Ryan Garvin, John Kildee, and Dan Scheid. The lineup for the Hillcrest Comets. Detroit Lakes sends out Nate Olander, Matt Gordon, Ben Kvitt, Chris Perry, and Jim Shivers. Kildee with a quick step drives toward the baseline, now passes it out on top to Schmidt. Schmidt to Scheid. Now Garvin with another three-point shot, misses. Olander with a long rebound. Olander inside to Shivers. Shivers tries to pass it underneath. He couldn't find Perry. Chris Perry wasn't able to get to the basketball, or he wasn't looking for it. And the turnover gives the ball back to Hillcrest. Now Kildee's back at the point guard position. Garvin to Kildee. Now around the horn and back again. Garvin with another three-point attempt, misses. That's his third miss in the first quarter. 30 seconds left. Olander to Perry. Perry inside to Shivers. Shivers looked like he took an extra step, but the foul is called. Looks like it's going to be on Dan Scheid. Or is it? Dan Scheid got that one, I guess. I was watching him travel, I think. Or at least I was watching his feed. He might not have traveled, but Shivers to the line, nevertheless. 18-11. 24.4 seconds left in the first quarter, and the shot is good. Foltz checks back into the ball game. Shivers will sit down for the rest of the first quarter. And Hillcrest will most likely work for the last shot of the quarter. Ten seconds left. Kildee loses handle. Gets to Scheid. 2 seconds left. Garvin now a long three-pointer. Had to force it. And it falls off the rim. And the score after one quarter is 19-11 in favor of Detroit Lakes. Well, Hillcrest starts off with the basketball in the second quarter. 19-11 in favor of Detroit Lakes. Comets still looking for a way to break that 2-3 zone that Detroit Lakes has been putting on, and they throw it away. Ben Kvitt ends up with the basketball. Now Foltz inside to Shivers. Shivers, quick turn guarded by Berge, and the basket counts. Now Kildee. Out to Scheid. He loses handle for a second. Gets it back. Now to Garvin. Berge's shot is partially blocked, and Detroit Lakes comes up with it. Foltz now. Now Ben Kvitt drives inside, and Dan Scheid is going to be called for a foul. Kvitt's going to go to the line, and Scheid may have to sit down for a little bit. That'll be a second foul. 7:08 left in the second quarter. And Hillcrest is going to take a full timeout. It's 21-11. Ben Kvitt at the line, one of the two seniors for the Detroit Lakers basketball team. 5'11", number 24, for the shot. No good. There's a two-shot foul. And the second attempt is no good. Dan Scheid comes up with the rebound, and Ryan Garvin gets the offense on the run. He drives all the way down to the hole and scores. 21-13 now. Ryan Garvin with a nice coast-to-coast drive. Kildee guarding Mankey out on top. Now Shivers takes a jumper from the top of the key. Rebounded by Detroit Lakes, but there's a foul underneath. Chris Perry hit the ground, and the foul is going to be on Dan Scheid. That's his third foul. 6:46 left in the second quarter. 3 fouls on Dan Scheid, and he's going to have to sit down now. Nick Schmidt steps into the ball game for the Comets. Shivers gets the inbound pass, takes a quick shot, gets his own rebound, goes up for it, partially blocked, and Hillcrest comes up with the basketball. Now the Comets on the run, and Garvin slows things down. Now Kildee for 3. No good. Rebound Kvitt. And Detroit Lakes has possession of the basketball again. Scoring off of turnovers, an important part of this game, or lack thereof. Chris Perry goes up for the shot, and it's partially blocked. Nick Hansen. Now Kildee with the drive and the lay-in. It bounces around, misses, but Daniel Berge has the putback. Daniel Berge with the heads-up play, putback. Nice play. Now Foltz will take a jumper. It's good. But again, Garvin running the ball up the court. Faked the shot from way out there, and nobody bid on it. Now he's going to take that shot, falls short, and it's rebounded by Chris Perry. Now Detroit Lakes on the run. Will they slow things up? Shivers. The crowd wanted to travel on that. He has a pretty exaggerated move, and it kind of looks like he travels, but he actually keeps his feet on the ground. And maybe you can run this back in slow motion and see that he's actually lifting his feet. But it looks like he keeps his feet on the ground, and that's what the referees are saying. Detroit Lakes taking a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout, 23-15, 5:05 left in the second quarter. And Hillcrest came off of that last timeout with a little bit of momentum. Ryan Garvin with a nice drive. And it looked like Hillcrest was ready to get back into this ball game. Not that they're out of the game, but you always want to try and keep that score close, because anytime, any way, either one of these teams can make a run, and the Comets want to prevent that from happening with Detroit Lakes. So an 8-point lead is not insurmountable. Detroit Lakes will inbound the basketball. They got everything cleared up on the bench, apparently. Bill Nelson checked into the ball game for Hillcrest. He's guarding Ben Kvitt. Now Mankey on top. Fultz with a nice drive inside, but maybe an ill-advised shot. He was heavily guarded. He was fouled underneath. Daniel Berge called for the foul. So Fultz steps in line with 4:32 left in the second quarter. It is 23-15 in favor of the Detroit Lakes Lakers. First shot is good. Nick Schmidt checking into the ball game for Berge. That foul on Daniel was his first, so no foul trouble there. He's just going to take a little breather. And the second shot is good. Now Nick Hansen at the foul line. Garvin with a quick pass inside, missed shot by Schmidt. But a foul is called. Chris Perry was the culprit there. Schmidt will step to the line. The 10-point lead for Detroit Lakes right now. Free throws are always important to make. First one rims out. The crowd is pretty good-mannered here. Since it's the home crowd, they know when to be quiet, and they're quieter in these free throws. Give them a chance to concentrate. And the shot is good. A little bit of pressure coming up the court, but Detroit Lakes breaks it just fine, and Hillcrest has dropped back into a 2-3 zone defense once again. Mankey drives, gets off of his feet, passes it off to Perry. Perry's shot bounces up and hits the cord above the backboard, and that's out of bounds. Now Hansen underneath, tries to find a shot, and he gets the baseline jumper to go. Nice shot by Nick Hansen. Comets still in that 2-3 zone. Detroit Lakes takes a second to adjust to that. Shivers gets the pass, takes a shot immediately. Scuffle for the ball. And the referee calls a jump ball. Matt Gordon checks back into the ball game. Chris Perry will sit down for the Lakers. Quick pass. Inbound shot. Fultz takes the three but misses. Hillcrest with the rebound. Now Nelson. And he's fouled by Fultz. That's the 5th team foul on Detroit Lakes. That means the Comets will inbound the basketball from underneath the hoop. Now Kildee drives to the free throw line, passes it underneath. Foul is called. Nick Schmidt will go to the line. Matt Gordon called for the foul. 3 minutes exactly remaining in the second quarter. Nate Olander set to check in for Detroit Lakes. Schmidt back to the line. And the first shot is good. Lead's cut down to 6 now. Kvitt will sit down. And the second shot is also good. The lead is now cut to 5. Half-court pressure defense from the Comets, and they drop back into that 2-3 zone. Now Shivers in the corner, drives to the baseline, can't find a shot. Foltz with a long-distance shot, and he hits the 3. Big shot from Foltz, and that could be a momentum breaker for the Comets. Nice pass inside from Garvin, and Hansen's shot bounces off the front of the rim and falls through. Now the trap, and Mankey gets the basketball. Olander back to Mankey. Remember, Mankey has those 2 fouls. Takes the jumper from just behind the three-point, or from the free throw line. Shivers gets the rebound. Double team. Now Olander out to Mankey. Olander with a long-distance shot off the heel of the rim. Rebound Foltz. Foltz with the hook shot. Now Hillcrest swings it around. Kildee with a long-distance 3. No good. Bill Nelson with the rebound. Puts it on the floor and loses the basketball. That's why when you get those rebounds underneath, you got to keep it up. Don't put it on the floor. Now Foltz with another 3. It's good. My goodness, Ben Foltz has come alive for the Lakers. He's been the star in the first half. Now the Comets slowing things down. Kildee to Nelson. Nelson back out. It's knocked out of bounds, and they said it was off of Detroit Lakes. Chris Hatfield, a 6'9" junior center. Chris Perry and Ben Kvitt all check into the basketball game for the Lakers. Daniel Berge also into the game. Now Garvin from long distance finally hits that 3-point shot with just under 50 seconds left in the first half. It's 33-25. Now the Comets in a 2-1-2 zone defense, and Detroit Lakes working for that last shot of the half. Just under 30 seconds left. Comets drop back. They're just going to let them run the clock down now. It's an 8-point difference. Detroit Lakes plotting their strategy. 5 seconds left. Mankey to Perry. Perry gets a shot off. No good. Rebounded Comets. And they don't get a shot off, but they did not allow a basket at the end of this first half. And our halftime score is 33-25. During halftime, the camera fell off the tripod, so the microphone shut off then, and so that's why it just all of a sudden had audio. 7:38 left in the third quarter. Hillcrest just lost the basketball, and Detroit Lakes heading down the court with a 33-25 lead. Foltz with the basketball now on the baseline to Shivers, and he takes the jumper, misses, rebound Kvitt, and now Mankey on top. Off onto the wing to Kvitt, and Shivers on the other baseline. Takes one dribble, drives, misses, rebound Foltz. And Detroit Lakes still has the basketball. Hillcrest needs to get a rebound or steal. Now Shivers takes a baseline jumper, and it's good. 10-point lead for Detroit Lakes. Garvin, Hansen, Kildee, Berge, and Scheid in the game. Now Garvin for three. From the top of the key, it's good. Ryan Garvin starts things off on the right foot now for the Hillcrest Comets. Tries to get the steal. Perry dribbles the ball across midcourt. He's trapped. Berge knocks it away, but Mankey comes up with the basketball. Now Mankey to Shivers. Shivers. His shot falls short, but Detroit Lakes gets the rebound again, and Hansen with a block on Kvit. Hillcrest starting things off with a 2-3 zone or a 2-1-2. They just have a guy that's guarding whoever's on the high post. Now Foltz guarded by Kildee. High pass to Mankey on the wing. Now Mankey's trapped, and he has to call a timeout because of the Hillcrest defense. Nice defense from Hillcrest. Timeout Detroit Lakes, and they're going to call a 20-second timeout. It's 35-28 in favor of Detroit Lakes. 5:40 left in the third quarter. Right now, the Detroit Lakes is plotting their inbound strategy, asking where they're going to toss the ball in from. Greg Preston's probably telling his guys, keep up that defensive intensity. And keep making those three-point baskets. They get the ball in. Shivers. Or Chivers, if you want to call him that. Mankey, guarded by Garvin. Now Olander, who just checked into the game. Oh, he just about galloped. Ball's knocked away by Garvin and picked up by Hansen, but he doesn't get control of it, and Detroit Lakes has the basketball. Got to pick that ball up and stop, and we'll probably pick up a foul rather than lose the basketball again. Another nice defensive series, and now Detroit Lakes turns the basketball over. Ryan Garvin pumps his fist in the air. Comets are proud of that defensive stand, and they got to keep that going for the rest of this game. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, 35-28. Scheid from the side, hits it, nothing but net. Three-point basket, and the lead is cut to 4. All Hillcrest needed was to get a little bit of their groove on. Shivers now with a high baseline jumper. No contest, he made that one. Now Scheid inside to Berge. Berge tries to make the bounce pass underneath to Hansen. Knocked away by Perry, and now Mankey's on the run for Detroit Lakes. Underneath to Shivers. Pass it underneath, but it's stolen away from Garvin. Tries to pass it underneath. And last touch by Mankey, luckily for Hillcrest. Garvin tried to make that quick pass, but his teammate wasn't ready for it. It was a decent-looking pass, but just got to make it when somebody's looking at you. Nick Schmidt checks into the ballgame for Berge. Scheid to inbound the ball from underneath. Garvin to Kildee. Kildee drives in, and they're going to say traveling on John Kildee. Say he took 2 steps before he hit the Detroit Lakes player, Foltz. Now Foltz gets it across half court. Knocked away by Scheid. Knocked out of bounds, and they say it's still Detroit Lakes basketball. Jesse Arbuckle, Donovan Rognus, Doug Rognus, and Bill Nelson all checking into the ballgame for Hillcrest. Scheid, Kildee, Hansen, and Garvin all sitting down. knuckle out on Mankey. Now Shivers from the free throw line. It's good. If he's open, he's going to make those shots. Now Hanson, Kildee, Garvin, and Scheid all set to check back into the ball game for the offensive set. Berge also coming in. So everybody who was just out there is going to sit down. 20-second timeout by Detroit Lakes. 3:30 left in the third quarter, 39-31. No fouls committed yet in the second half. Starting lineup back out for Hillcrest, and they have the basketball right now. Trailing by 8 points. Kildee to Berge. Back to Kildee. Kildee takes a couple of dribbles to the wing. Passes it in the lane to Hanson. A duck under move. Misses. Rebounded Perry. Hillcrest isn't getting a lot of second chances. They're not getting a lot of rebounds in this game. Means they're going to have to play some tough defense and make their shot on the first try. Pass inside to Shivers, and Shivers is fouled by Hanson. He'll shoot 2. With the zone defense, Hillcrest has been trying to get 2 guys down on the low blocks with the double team. It's turned into fouls a couple of times. And Shivers is a good foul shooter. He's a good jump shooter. He's been hitting a lot of shots from just behind the free throw line and on the baseline. His first shot from the free throw line here was good, and the second is also good. 41-31, the lead's back up to 10. Hillcrest has cut it down to as low as 4. Now Kildee drives all the way down. The basket counts, and they're going to call the foul. Chris Perry is going to be called for the blocking foul. The shot goes, and Kildee's headed to the line. John Kildee's shot rims out from the free throw line, and Detroit Lakes comes up with the rebound. Detroit Lakes slowing things down now. Scheid knocks the ball out of bounds. Still Laker basketball. Now Hillcrest. Tight zone defense. Detroit Lakes gets it in. And now Shivers on the baseline. Takes the jumper. No good. Hanson with the rebound. Now Garvin on the run. Looking up court. Finds Scheid for 3. No good. And no comments underneath the basket. Detroit Lakes gets the rebound. Now Shivers double teamed on the baseline, and he's going to have to call a timeout. Tight defense for the Comets. That's going to be a full timeout for the Lakers with 2:03 left in the third quarter. It's 41-33. Detroit Lakes ready to inbound the basketball. They've got an 8-point lead. Hillcrest plotting things out. Want to keep that tough defense going. Now Fultz. Hasn't been a factor in the second half. Big factor in the first half. Now Shivers in the corner. Tries to get it inside. Scheid knocks it away. Nice denial defense from Dan Scheid. Kildee to Garvin. Garvin for three. No good. And Kvitt comes up with the rebound. Virtually no second chances for the Hillcrest Comets tonight. Now Shivers back on the baseline. Into Mankey, and they're going to call traveling there. He took an extra step, dragged his feet before he put the ball down. Now Matt Gordon checking into the ball game for Shivers. Hillcrest with a chance to cut into that lead once again. Kildee to the wing to Garvin. Now Kildee passes inside to Schmidt, and that shot does not go. Garvin comes up with the rebound. Now Scheid for three. No good. Rebound Perry. If there's a key in this basketball game, it's going to be the rebound. Hillcrest hasn't been making their long-distance shots, and they haven't been getting the rebounds. Now Detroit Lakes is going for the last shot here. 15 seconds left. Mankey getting some instructions from his coach. 7 seconds. To Perry. Now to Kvitt. He takes the jumper. It's good. 1 second left, and that's it. The third quarter is over. It's a 10-point Detroit Lakes lead, 43-33. The third quarter, the Hillcrest Comets had cut the lead to 4. But now the lead's back up to 10. Original starting lineup on the court right now for the Comets. Kvitt in the corner, guarded by Berge. In trouble now. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to say Kildee got him, I believe. Nope, they're going to say Berge got him. Must have been a blocking foul. He threw the ball into Berge's hand, and I can't see how that could have been a foul, but I believe it was a blocking foul as the trap was moving around. Now Mankey on top. He's guarded by Garvin. Now the jumper from the elbow. No good. Rebound goes to Berge, and the foul is on Shivers. And it'll be Hillcrest basketball. That's only the second team foul in the second half for the Detroit Lakes team. Hillcrest also only has 2 team fouls. Garvin on top to Berge. Swings it around to Kildee. Kildee with the baseline. Misses, and Shivers comes up with the rebound. Boy, rebounding is big in this one. Detroit Lakes has just dominated the Comets. Scheid and Garvin lock up with Fultz. And it's a jump ball. Possession arrows in favor of the Comets. The Comets have to capitalize on one of these possessions here. Now Kildee for 3. No good. Rebound Daniel Berge. Now Hansen with the baseline jumper blocked by Perry. And it goes out of bounds off of Berge. Daniel Berge knocked it out of bounds. to Mankey and Fultz now. He's guarded by Kildee in the zone. Shivers, almost loses it. Now back to Fultz, and Mankey resets the offense for the Lakers. And it's knocked away. Berge comes up with the ball. He tries to pass it away, but Fultz intercepts it. And it's a Hillcrest turnover, trying for the fast break. Down to the corner to Kvitt. Dribbles off his foot. Now Fultz for three. Misses everything, and it goes out of bounds. Another break for the Comets. Donovan Rodden is checking in for Garvin. And Kildee running the offense for Rodness. Back to Kildee. Now Scheid inside to Berge. Berge takes the shot, turnaround, misses, rebound, Chris Perry. Another possession for the Comets in which they did not score. And the lights go off. When the lights go out. And it looks like they were saying that they're going to be calling a timeout on the Hillcrest side, but they're not. The lights were immediately turned back on. Somebody must have been leaning up against the switch and pushed it down with their rear end. But the lights are back on. Nice try, Hillcrest fans. Maybe that'll be the spark. And now Fultz wide open for three, and he hits it. 13-point lead for Detroit Lakes. That's not what the Comets needed. Hillcrest calls timeout. 5:06 left in the fourth quarter. 46-33. Okay, we're back in action here. We got the light situation figured out. Comets have the basketball. 46-33. Garvin with a quick shot. It's good. And they're calling that a three-point shot. And the full court pressure comes up, at least a three-quarter court pressure. Kildee, man-on-man with Mankey. Everybody's man-on-man for the Comets now. And Detroit Lakes has to call a timeout. Comets came out in that man-on-man defense, confused the Lakers. And I believe that's going to be another full timeout. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. It's 46-36 now, a 10-point lead for the Detroit Lakers. Detroit Lakes now set up for the man-on-man defense that the Comets have, shooting at them. Now Perry tries to get it inside to Shivers. Daniel Berge pulls his arm in, and they're going to call a foul on that low post defense. That's 3 fouls on Berge. Mankey inbounds to Shivers. To Mankey. Out on top to Fultz. He was open. He missed it. Berge with the rebound. Out front to Scheid. Scheid with the open layup. It's good! 46-38. Full court man-on-man pressure from the Comets. Mankey gets past Kildee. Resets the offense. Has to pick up his dribble. Now to Kvitt. Guarded by Scheid. Scheid to Perry, and Perry gets it back out to his point guard. Mankey underneath to Perry. Perry's shot is blocked, calling a foul on Nick Hansen. It looked like Hansen had his hand on the ball, but they called it a foul. The whole Hillcrest bench jumped up and put their thumbs up in the air. They wanted a jump ball on that call. But nevertheless, it's going to be the 3rd foul on Hansen. And Chris Perry's first shot is no good. 3:57 left in regulation. 46-38 is the score. Second shot is good. Now Hillcrest. Comets really need to score here. Garvin with a long distance shot, misses. Perry with the rebound, stays in bounds. And now Kvitt brings the ball up court quickly, and they slow things down. Shivers now with the drive. He scores. The lead's up to 11. Off to the wing. Kildee with the jumper. No good. Rebound Detroit Lakes. Just over 3 minutes left. The Comets seem to have lost their momentum. They need to find that somehow. They did it with defense early on in the 4th quarter. Garvin goes flying, and he ends up in the stands. Goes out of bounds on him. Jesse Arbuckle coming in for Dan Scheid. For defensive reasons. Now Fultz with the basketball. Looks like the Comets have dropped back into a zone defense. Just a sagging zone. And they're going to call a foul. Garvin hit the floor. They're going to call a foul on number 24, Ben Kvitt. Ryan Garvin looks like he's grabbing his lip. Might have bit his lip. Or lost his contact, maybe. That's what happened. Donovan Rogness checks in. Now that we got all that settled. Ryan ran into the locker room to reinsert his contact lens. So now the Comets. Scheid with a quick 3 off the front of the rim. Rebounded Hansen. He puts it up and he scores. Nick Hansen with a big play. Tight man-on-man from the Comets. Kvitt to Fultz. Back to Mankey on top. Now Scheid out on Kvitt to Fultz. Detroit Lakes just trying to knock time off. There's 2 minutes left. And Scheid finally called for the foul. Out on top. Mankey will inbound the ball, it looks like. Jesse Arbuckle checking in. Scheid's going to sit down. He's got 4 fouls with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Wide open underneath the Fultz, but he loses the basketball. My goodness, what a break for the Comets. They inbounded the basketball, the Lakers did. Wide open. There was some sort of breakdown in the old Hillcrest defense. But Detroit Lakes did them a favor. Now the pass inside to Berge. Berge's layup is no good, and Shivers rebounds. Now Scheid is guarding Kvitt. Now Garvin, and Garvin is called for the foul. 1:40 left. It's 49-40 in favor of the Lakers. Berge and Scheid will sit down. Arbuckle and Nick Schmidt both into the ball game for defensive purposes. Scheid and Berge both. There's quite a few fouls. Now Perry, double team to Mankey, guarded by Kilby. Now to Fultz, guarded by Arbuckle. And Fultz, oh my! The foul is called. Fultz will go to the line. Arbuckle called for the foul. 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Fultz at the line. And the first shot is good. The lead's back up to 10.
Can you see?
Yeah. I can see fine. Fultz. Now Garvin with a quick three. No good. Rebound Scheid. Scheid takes a three. Misses everything. Rebound Kvitt. And he passes it up to Perry. Just over a minute left. Fultz for three. And that's good. 54-40. It's a 14-point lead. Now Scheid's going to take a three. That's no good. This one is effectively over. 57 seconds left. It's 54-40. Foul is called to stop time. Kvitt will step to the line. He'll try and add on to the Detroit Lakes lead. First shot is good. That's the first shot on the one-on-one. And the second shot is no good. Schmidt with the rebound. Garvin pushing it up the court. 15-point lead for the Lakers. Long distance three. No good. Scheid with the rebound. Inside to Hansen. That's blocked by Shivers. And Perry comes up with the basketball. 40 seconds left. Now Shivers wide open. He wanted to go up for the dunk, but Nick Hansen fouled him. 35 seconds left. 55-40. Shivers headed to the line. First shot is good. Biggest lead of the game for the Lakers. second shot is good. Chris Hackfeld into the game for Shivers, and Matt Gordon's going to check into the ball game. Coming in for Chris Terry. 17-point lead for the Lakers. Baseline jumper from Dan Scheid, no good. Rebound Kilby, and he puts up the bank shot. 20 seconds left. Vitt now is fouled, and they're going to call that on Garvin, I believe. 15.5 seconds left, 15-point lead for Detroit Lakes. Second foul on Garvin. Nate Olander and David Olson. David Olson is a junior forward. He's 6'1". He's going to get a couple of seconds. His 15 seconds of fame. No comment. Fultz will sit. Now all the starters are out of the game for Detroit Lakes.
Good job. Good job, Bill. Good job, boys.
Getting a four-man or two-man ovation and one-woman ovation as they sit down. Dan Scheid with a three, no good. Kilby comes up with the rebound. He knocks the ball around. Hansen goes up for the shot. It's good. 1.5 seconds left. And Nick Hansen is headed to the line. 57-44. And this free throw, we'll see if we'll tack on another point for the Comets. Very similar to the last game they played. 57-45. The last time these two teams played, Detroit Lakes won 61-44. And that's it. That's the final 57-45. And that's our game tonight from the Fergus Falls Community College. PEG Access TV, the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comets